for kids. Donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. With car prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever. Donate at carsforkids.org, and your car can be picked up tomorrow. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
West News Time 411 now from your Mercedes-Benz Event.com traffic center. Here is Greg Wright.
Now, northbound Cross Island Parkway, it's starting to really crawl. A couple of left lanes out, getting up towards the L line with this crash. You got a mess going all the way back to Hillside Avenue. And northbound Clearview, if you can get on that from the jump, it's going to treat you a whole lot better. Cross Island, between rubbernecking and it's getting to be that time of the hour where all sorts of flows south from the Throgs Neck Bridge all the way down towards Union Turnpike. Now, in the Bronx, south and Deegan Fordham Road, bad accident has the right lane knocked out of service. They're going to need at least one tow truck because one of these cars is just demolished. There may be a fluid spill to go with this. And the south end Deegan is awful from near Westchester coming down to Fordham Road as a result. Cross Bronx, westbound atop the Alexander Hamilton Bridge. You've got an accident. You got a couple of center lanes knocked out of service. And yeah, none of this out of the Bronx works. West side, for all of its faults, it's got plenty. It's the best way out by default. Citybound George, 20 up, 10 down. Lincoln Tunnel, we're looking at about 20 minutes on the inbound ride. Outbound side of the Lincoln, 20 to 30. Worst of it now is off of 11th. 9th Avenue for now is going to help. 30 to 45 from everywhere at the outbound Holland. Covered roadway Skyway combo slows. Newark Bay going to be the better idea either way. Traffic is sponsored by Amazon Hub Delivery. I'm Greg Wright. 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Manhattan business owners, diversify your income and earn extra money for your business by partnering with Amazon Hub Delivery. You and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your neighborhood on a schedule that works for you. Sign up is easy. Visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/Hub Delivery.
And now your 1010 wins AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Brian Thompson with this live report.
Now, Larry, we still have the thick smoke across the area right now. The haze that continues to move across the area as well. Visibility generally under 2 miles pretty much everywhere, and the air quality levels are in the hazardous range now, which is the pretty much the top level we use to measure air quality. So this is easily the worst air quality we've seen around the tri-state in likely decades as we continue to have this thick smoke and haze around this afternoon. So we'll have the unhealthy air quality right on through tonight. Now, the thickest smoke and the worst visibility will continue through about, let's say, 6 or 7 o'clock. We're already starting to see the visibilities come up a little bit near and north of the city. But as we head into the evening hours, visibility should come up a little bit more. But the air quality is going to take longer to improve. So expect unhealthy air quality through the night, low down to 58. Still some haze and smoke around tomorrow, but it's going to look a lot better than it does now. But we'll still likely have some lingering air quality issues. There could be a shower in spots during the afternoon, a high of 72. The risk for a thunder shower to Friday with a good deal of clouds will be cool, especially during the midday and afternoon, high 69. Not a lot of rain the next couple of days. We could use it. It's been very dry, but we're not going to get a whole lot. And it might be a stray shower Saturday, but again, mainly dry with some sun and a high of 74. 66 with the haze right now in Midtown. We're going down to 58. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
And coming up on 1010 wins after the break, it's about to get a bit messy around here, man. A seismic move in the soccer world. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Wins News Time 414.
Do you have heart failure? Been often here.
Those stomach issues ruined your birthday.
You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa.
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, Yankees fans. Come out to Yankee Stadium on Tuesday, June 20th, when the Yankees take on the Seattle Mariners for a great promotional giveaway. It's Yankees Beach Towel Night, courtesy of Wendy's. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees Beach Towel, courtesy of Wendy's. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. Again, it's Yankees Beach Towel Night on June 20th against the Seattle Mariners. Don't miss out. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
Wednesday news time, 4:15. Boy, down at City Hall, the leadership is getting younger and younger here. Actually, it's part of Mayor Adams' Commissioner for a Day initiative, where he provides young people from across the boroughs a chance to experience the inner workings of city government. Over 60 agency heads paired up with a young New Yorker, 13 to 24, for half a day. They're attending meetings and learning about policy, and then they'll hear from the mayor himself on how stuff works. The mayor says this is where the leadership begins, adding there is no higher calling than serving your fellow New Yorkers. Mayor saying he's confident that among the 70 participants, there's a future commissioner, government official, or even a chief of staff somewhere in the bunch. You notice he didn't mention mayor. Well, anybody taking his job. Rolling Stones and Keurig want to help you start up your morning and keep you going throughout the day. Yeah, they got a new limited edition Start Me Up iced coffee kit, complete with a custom-made brewing machine and blazing with Start Me Up on one side and those trademark red lips logo on the other, of course, with a coffee-tinted tongue. It'll set you back about $140. The coffee maker comes with a matching Rolling Stones tumbler for ice drink and 12 K-cups of the custom Start Me Up blend, described as a nutty roast with electrifying notes of strawberry to the tongue. There's only 400 of the special coffee makers available, so jump on it, everybody. You also get a special Spotify playlist handpicked by the band to listen to while you sip. Isn't that cool? Soccer fans are going to love this. The world's greatest football star has decided to come, as they say, here, in what is potentially the biggest news in the history of Major League Soccer. Lionel Messi says he picked Inter Miami over Saudi Arabia and Barcelona. How about that? No specifics on a contract yet, though it's safe to say it'll be the largest in MLS history. And as I look out the window, I can see the Brinks trucks coming down the street now with Messi written on the side of them. Yeah, it's not uncommon for an aging Euro player to move to the U.S. in their twilight, but this is the first time a player of Messi's caliber and who still has significant interest from major clubs has chosen to head stateside over any other option. So they are saying the hype will be unimaginable. They're already hyping it. We're back in a moment. When's news time? 4:18.
This is a special announcement for men with ED. Are you using ED shots, also known as ICP or Trimex injection therapy? Well, now that same virtually 100% effective treatment is available at a fraction of the cost. Boston Medical Group now provides ED treatments via our unique telemedicine platform. We can now offer you up to 50% savings for ED shot refills, regardless where you previously acquired it from. And now, we also offer uniquely potent ED oral medication, Erexapil, a proprietary blend of 3 different ED medications that works when regular pills have failed. Get ED shot refills without paying a fortune. Or try our new amazing effective Erexapil. Contact Boston Medical Group, the leading experts in sexual health for over 20 years. Call 800-940-2900 now. That's 800-940-2900. 800-940-2900. Or visit bostonmedicalgroup.com.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe. Fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVP, and we're always here for you, with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
But do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Hey, stream us on the Odyssey app or get us on the radio at 92.3 FM.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, We'll give you the world.
66 degrees, big time haze at 420. I'm Larry Mullins, and here's what's happening. Yep, where there's smoke, there's more smoke. Every place you look here in the tri-state. Still plagued by the haze from wildfires in Canada, and it's impacting everything. Breathing, the airports, playtime at school. We'll hear from AccuWeather. Air quality the biggest concern, though. You know, if they put the carriage horses away, folks, the kids wouldn't be far behind. Mayor Adams ordering all outdoor PE classes canceled today. Forestry Service in New Jersey said it doesn't help that they're battling a wildfire of their own in Saxon Township. So far, it's scorched about 70 acres. The very first Allison Russo North Star Medal presented to its first recipient today, honoring first responders who go above and beyond, named after the FDNY paramedic who was fatally stabbed on her job last September. And New York joining a list of several that are suing Hyundai and Kia, complaining about car theft allegedly caused by a flaw in some of their car models, which make them easy-peasy targets for thieves. 10-10 winds AccuWeather, mild and hazy tonight, dropping down to a low of 58 degrees on this Wednesday night. Wednesday News Time 421 now. And from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center, here is Greg Wright.
Now, northbound Cross Island Parkway is just a parking lot from before UBS Arena, getting up to the LI. A couple of left lanes are out with a crash. The northbound Clearview, that is treating you a whole lot better as soon as you can at this hour. Now, the east side of town, I don't know, maybe everybody's just stuck staring at the sky because the northbound FDR just crawls from right around Houston Street up towards the RFK, and again from the 130th to the George. I'm telling you, it's perfect on the northbound west side, but it's not as bad as the other side of town. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. 20 up, 10 down at the inbound George Washington Bridge. Cross Bronx Expressway westbound atop the Alexander Hamilton Bridge. A couple of center lanes are out because of an accident. Southbound Deegan at Fordham Road, they're waiting on a tow truck for a crash that's in the right lane. It's a mess from Westchester, and the tow truck's probably stuck in the same traffic you are. Across the Upper East, Bronx bound Throgs Neck is fine. Queens bound still thinning out from an earlier crash. It's a mess to the Whitestone either way, and sluggish in either direction across the RFK Bridge. Outer Bridge crossing, Bayonne Bridge, and all the Port Authority bridges to and from Staten Island. Outer Bridge, Goethals, and Bayonne Bridge no faster than 30 miles per hour, they tell you, because of the visibility concerns. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
I was on a routine patrol, and the vehicle flipped and landed on top of me, which left me paralyzed from the waist down.
I'm William Shatner. Show them their sacrifice hasn't been in vain. Go to pba.org to learn how you can make a difference.
Oh, who would have ever thunk it? New York City, next to New Delhi, has the worst air quality on the planet today, all because of the haze that's coming in from Canada. AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson here with us. Brian, any idea as to when we might give up that distinction as the world's worst?
I think as we head into tomorrow, Larry, we'll get rid of that. It may take a while here. Now, the worst of the smoke, the thickest smoke, has been coming across the area over the last 3 to 4 hours, and probably still have a couple more hours to go here where the thickest smoke is over us. But the visibility will improve later this evening into the overnight as the smoke starts to move to the south and east. The air quality, which is at hazardous levels right now, at numbers we almost never see around here, we haven't seen around here in decades, that's going to take a little longer to improve as you look to the north and west, upstate, toward Binghamton, up toward Syracuse. Air quality is still very poor, and I think that's what we're looking at tonight, perhaps into, at least for a time, tomorrow. But we should see some improvement. There still will be some haze and smoke around tomorrow, but it will not look quite as bad as it does right now across the area, and we should see further improvement as we get closer to the weekend. Larry?
Thank you, Brian. It already took a toll on outdoor activities here. Mayor Adams was up and at 'em early today, canceling outdoor recreation for the kids. Says adults need to cancel their outside activities, too, if they can.
The conditions are unprecedented for New York City, said Mayor Adams, who noticed the smoke-filled skies from his office Tuesday afternoon.
But it wasn't until I went outdoors and basically said, what the hell is this?
All New Yorkers should limit outdoor activities as much as possible, said City Health Commissioner Dr. Ashwin Basin.
For people who must be outdoors, a high-quality mask like an N95, a KN95, or a KF94 is recommended.
City Emergency Management Commissioner Zach Iskol.
We're also urging New Yorkers to keep your windows closed. If you're using an air conditioner,
Be sure to close the fresh air intake to prevent outdoor air from entering your home.
Marla Diamond, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM at City Emergency Management Headquarters in Brooklyn.
And we've been hearing from people all day. We're getting your tweets, by the way. One listener sent me a note and says, Larry, we're talking about these fires in Canada, but are we, as in New York and other states, sending any help to Canada to help them put out those fires, which would be in all our best interest? Well, I don't have the answer on what kind of assistance they're getting, but it's a good point. Thank you, listener Ben. Here at home, though, we got some fires of our own to put out. In New Jersey, the Forestry Service says it's battling a 70-acre blaze in Jackson Township.
Fire crews are confident they'll get the upper hand on the Glory Fire in Jackson. It's south of 195, bordered by East Commodore Boulevard, Cedar Swamp Road, and Jackson Mills Road. All told, about 100 acres could burn. Firefighters are digging containment lines and protecting about 30 homes. New Jersey's chief fire warden, Greg McLaughlin, says it has been a busy fire season.
Spring is fire season in New Jersey, and if some of the elements of the weather come together, low humidity and wind, that's enough to have a significant fire start and fire spread. Red flag warnings bring in all the parameters of weather: wind, temperature, humidity.
More than 3 weeks with little rain, New Jersey is bone dry. Over the past year, the Garden State has seen a 30% increase in fire activity. Sean Adams, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Stay with 1010 wins for the very latest on this haze. Wins News Time 426, and now Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Andrew O'Day.
Two-tone market. Dow gains 92 points at the close today. NASDAQ lost 172. S&P 500 down 16. Members of Congress are going to try again to give merchants large and small more ways to save money in their dealings with credit card companies. Lawmakers from both parties plan to resurrect a bill that died in committee last year that would give merchants the power to process many Visa and MasterCard credit cards over unaffiliated networks. That would save them on fees. Shares of both Visa and MasterCard finished lower. You probably heard stories about former sports stars